Scrappy friends. So I have a quick layout for or page for you, and this is going to be going into my December daily album. And I've decided that I'm going to try to do as much as I can at the beginning. And I'm sorry that you guys seen a little bit of that extra stuff. At the beginning of this video, I am taping with my kids in the room. So my daughters, they are scrapbooking too, so I have to use the glue for them or the tape. I use the tape because I won't let them use my gun because I don't trust them. I should really just get them a nice glue stick so that they can glue it down themselves. But so I give them my scraps. So here I took a piece of tissue paper that I put on one of the snap pages, and it's just like a grid page. I knew some of the pages I wanted to do some mixed media work. Excuse me, sorry about that. And so I'm putting I used some glue, just some glossy accents. If I had had gel medium, I probably would have used that or like Mod Podge, but I don't have any. And with Thanksgiving coming, I'll just wait till after Thanksgiving to get some. But I do want to get some because that would have probably made this a little bit easier. So I just used gesso over top because I know I want to do more stuff. So here I'm using a silver metallic gelato, and I'm going to be using some of the red. And those are the only two gelato colors that I'm using. I'm trying to stick with Christmas colors, which I have a decent, I have a few, I shouldn't say decent, I have a few of the colors. But I don't have like a green green or it's like a teal green. And then I have gold and silver and this red color. So those I will be using throughout my albums. Um, and I don't mind mixing the gold and the silver. I'm not going to be really picky too much because at the end of the day, I want to get this. I want it, you know, I do want it to be cohesive, but since it's my first one, I don't really want to be too picky. But so here I'm just using the heat gun to heat treat it so that it doesn't go over all over the place because I know I'm going to use another layer. So here I'm taking a page that was in an elf book that my kids that had been ripped out. So I had found a few pages and I was like, oh, good, I can use this. So I'm ripping it up because I want to try to fill some of the spaces, but I still wanted to be able to see the tissue paper, which in the end, I don't know if I can really see that houndstooth, but that's okay. I really, really liked the way that this turned out. I've never tried this type of thing before. So, and here I'm going to put some more gesso because I'm going to do a little bit more to it. And since I don't have a matte medium or I don't have clear gesso, this is what I'm using. So, and it really does help build the layers and it helps seal everything in. And I mean, you can barely tell that it's not really coming up off of my page too much. So here I'm showing you this because I only have a few sprays and I want a red spray, but I want it to be kind of like metallic looking and the red is not metallic. So I'm mixing a little bit of that silver and then I'm going to use some red and I'm just taking my palette knife and I'm just kind of shaving it over top of the gelato and I mix it in one of those little Tim Holtz tiny mister things and I put water in it and then I shook it. I didn't show you guys that me shaking it because I did that mostly off screen. But and you just shake it until it all dissolves and then you have a nice spray and you can use as much of the gelato as you want. So if you want a really, really dark color, you're going to want to use more, but you want to use a little bit warmer water so that it dissolves the gelato because I know with the red, it was a little bit harder to for it to like dissolve. It took a while. So as you've seen, I used a little bit of the the gelatos again, and I used some of that spray, and so here now I'm using some Mr. Huey's, Mr. Calco's. And this is like a green type of color. Now, on another page that I have done, I actually mixed a little bit of gesso with it, and it turned a little bit more teal. But now it looks a little bit more evergreen, and I like that. So, and I just heat zapped it again. And so now I'm going to build some layers. And I probably thinking that I want to put a picture on it at some point. But I do want a little bit of a like a mat. So I'm thinking about using those October afternoon pieces. And so you're just seeing me go through the pieces. Um, and those are from crepe paper. Those are Sleigh Ride, I believe. And I kind of have an idea that I want to maybe use some like tags or tag shapes. So that's kind of what I'm looking through. And there's a few other pieces. So I just kind of put them off to the side. And that's, I'm just going to go through the process of seeing what I think looks good. I don't really want to cover the page up too much because I did a lot of that work and it looks really cool. But I do know that I want something to put my picture on. So here is a pack of, gosh, I want to say it's Kaisercraft or something to that effect, but I'm not positive on that, so don't go out. I know it's an older pack, and I believe I got that at Scrapbooking for less. I bought a lot of Christmas stuff from them because you can get a lot of older stuff. Actually, I just made an order like a week or so ago, and so I'm hoping it comes in tomorrow so I can show all my haul stuff that I got for Christmas, which ended up to be a lot more than I was thinking I was gonna get because I already had a few things. So here I'm looking through some papers, and I really like that one paper that has the red and the greens and the pinks. So, and then I cut this up because I'm thinking I might want to use it. And then there's that other one. And I'm thinking about maybe doing one of those in a tag type style. So I'm not really sure. So I'm just cutting in different sizes. I do that one more of the tag type size, that hexagon one. And I don't remember what that one's from. I didn't write a lot of that stuff down. So here I'm just going to cut the corners off of this other tag anyway. And actually both sides were supposed to be cut, but I only cut the top part because I didn't want it to be, I didn't want it that way. So here I'm going to cut a banner out because I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll put it like this because I really like that silvery gray snowflake type. It really goes well with the silver. But in the end, I don't end up using it. And mostly because I realize that I'm covering it up because I really want to use that vintage photo from October afternoon. So, and actually, a lot of the stuff that I bought in the haul that's coming up, hopefully tomorrow, um, is October afternoon. So I got a ton of their papers because a lot of the colors are the colors that I'm wanting to use because the outside of my snap book is like that teal color. So I really want to mix it in, and I wanted to use those mittens so bad because of um, some of the snowy type things that I seen. So here I'm looking through some Ellie Studio, and I decide on this one that says "I love Christmas," and it's like a pink and a red, and it really does bring together all the different collections in my mind because there's a lot of red on the page. There's the red in the hexagon paper, and then there's the crepe paper has the red and the pink. And it's not the same shades, but they're similar, and so I really think that it really blends them. I mean, and it's not perfect. I'm not really trying to go for perfect. Um, at this point, I'm just playing, and I had those Christmas like light bulb things, and I was thinking about maybe using it, but I decided not to because of the fact that it really doesn't have anything to do with going outside. Now, granted, my picture is probably not going to be an outside picture, but maybe it will be because maybe I'll just take a picture of my kids playing outside, even though there won't be snow, obviously, because I'm in Hawaii. But so I use this Pilot silver marker. It's not really a marker, it's like a paint type of pen. And so you press on it and the paint comes out. And so here I'm using Mr. Hughes' splatter, and this is really almost done. And then I use some of the mists that I made. So, and you'll see the close-ups, and I hope you guys enjoy. And let me know if you guys want me to, oh, and then I put Joy up at the top. I forgot about that because I have those Merry and Bright black stickers, and they're so cute. So I decided to use Joy. And so let me know if you guys want to see my pages all done, like you want to see the process of me putting my pages together, or if you just want me to share them after like a day or two. So just leave me a message, guys, and I'll do my best to post as much as I can. Have a great week, guys. See you later. Bye.